joined with new signing Leo Young following joining from AFC Wimbledon on loan. Leo, first things first, welcome to the Hawks, welcome to Wesley Park. How does it feel to be here?
No, it's a really good feeling. I've heard a lot about the club coming in, and the lads have brought me in really well. Training with them on Monday, had a game on Tuesday, all been really positive, and I'm looking forward to the next few weeks.
Of course, a little bit of a different welcome, so to speak. Didn't have you announced by Tuesday's game, so went down as trialist, but of course we knew what you were going to be doing with us.
Yeah.
But how did that game feel from your point of view?
No, it was a brilliant game. Obviously I met a few of the lads on the training session beforehand, but got used to how they wanted to play, what the gaffer wanted of me. We knew what Worthing would give us as an opposition, a tough test. But obviously settled in well. First 15 minutes, 20 minutes as a team, gotten used to playing with each other. But I think as I slowly settled into the game with them, and gotten used to how everyone was playing, especially with the back four and the two lads in front of me, I think we gelled really well, and obviously won the game 2-1. So really happy with how I played, but also how I settled into the team. And it's a good team to play with, definitely, yeah.
Of course, we will have seen bits and pieces of you in that game, and it's always difficult in your first game. But yourself as a player, by trade you're a defender.
Yeah.
How would you kind of describe the best assets of your game?
To be fair, obviously being a defender, I love 1v1 defending, love getting tight to people, winning the ball, but also I'd say I'm quite comfortable on the ball. I like to try and play out. Obviously I know at this level that teams like to mix it up a little bit, so I'm used to playing against different teams. Teams like to play long, teams who like to play on the ball. But I can vary it up. I'm happy to play in different suited teams, and obviously what Havant give us as a team, they like to play at times, like to play forward, so I think I suit well into that aspect. And obviously what I bring to the team, I bring good leadership, so I think the attributes I bring to the team will help complement others, and hopefully we can all do well with each other.
Of course, we mentioned you joining us on loan from AFC Wimbledon, a side who have had a good amount of success in previous years. Of course, last year going up into League One, promotion via the playoffs.
Yeah.
From yourself, it's been a bit of a journey with Wimbledon. Why don't you tell us about your football journey today?
Yeah, so I've been with Wimbledon since I was 8, so this is my 12th year now at the club. I signed my pro at the start of last season. When I was under 15, 16s, I won the Nigel Higgs Award, which kind of acknowledged the work I did both on and off the pitch as a player. And then moving through the academy, I signed my scholar years from under 16 to 18s, and I captained the side in my second year as a scholar. We did well in the FA Youth Cup, got to play Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, so it was a privilege for me, since being at the club, since I was 8 years old, to walk out of Bramall Lane captaining the side, and then obviously it was a proud moment for me and my family signing my first professional contract with my boyhood club, a club that me and my family will support, and a club which I've only ever known since I was a child. And then at the start of my first year as a pro, I had a loan spell at Hastings, which was my first real taste of men's experience, which had highs and lows there, but I think I learnt a lot. And hopefully moving into this second year as my pro, I can take that experience which I took from my first year and hopefully apply it into this second year and do well with the club.
Of course, looking forwards now with your time at the Hawks, we've got 3 more games of pre-season preparations, all here at Wesley Park, starting with Dagenham and Redbridge on Saturday. Portsmouth then, of course, a game that everyone loves to get their teeth into Tuesday night, followed by Burgess Hill Town a week Saturday.
Yeah.
In terms of yourself, you're coming in, you're still really settling in and gelling. How have things been with the squad, and how much are you looking forward to those 3 games in particular to finish your bedding in process?
Yeah, well, I think Worthing was a good example of how well we did as a team and how much I personally, after the game, enjoyed playing with that group of lads. And I think the next couple games will be a real test, but I think it's a challenge that us as a team we can take on, especially beating Worthing. I think Portsmouth will be a good game, as you said, a local derby, and one which I haven't played in before, but I'm sure I'll get used to and really enjoy it. But I think these next few games will really put us in good stead for the start of the league against Taunton at home, and hopefully we can do well and kick on from there.
You touched on it just there, of course, at home here at Wesley Park. Now that we know our fixtures to Taunton Town, it'll be a tough game on the first game of the season. I think a lot of people can acknowledge that, given the fact that when we went to Taunton back end of last season, it was another tough test just then. But I think a lot of focus now has to be on the start of the league and making sure that we're ready to go for when that comes around.
Yeah, definitely. I feel, like I said, these next few games will really allow us to gel as a team. Because obviously myself being a new lad, but others coming back from injury. From what I've seen, I feel like we've got a really strong squad. And I feel like if we do well in the first opening fixtures, especially against Taunton and all the other games, we can really start the season well and look to build on it.
Of course, the key thing that we've spoken about is a lot of games coming up for yourself playing at Wesley Park, and as we get closer to the start of the league season, and as of course we start the season, the fans will be coming to show their support. You got one message to the fans of Havant Waterlooville?
No, I think it's just stick with us. I think we've got a really good team. I'm sure obviously some fans have been supporting the club for tens of years. Even fans come and experience us as a new team with new players. I feel like just to stick with us. I think we're going to do well this season, and I think that's what the fans deserve from what I've heard from the club and others. So yeah, I think we're going to do well this season, hopefully get promoted.
Excellent. Well, thank you for taking the time to chat to us. Of course, the most important thing for yourself, welcome to Wesley Park, welcome to the club. Look forward to seeing you out there in action once again in the Hawk shirt.
Brilliant, thank you.